This sweet pastime has been narrated by His Grace Nandakumar Prabhu. He says, once, when Srila Prabhupada was in London, I was on the street outside the temple when an elderly nun walked by. She was of the Carmelite order, which is vegetarian. I said, Hare Krishna, and she said, Hare Krishna, and stopped to talk to me for a minute. I said, our spiritual master is here. Would you like to meet him? She said, I would be honored to. I brought her in the temple and went in Prabhupada's room and said, Srila Prabhupada, I was speaking to a Christian nun and she is anxious to meet you. He said, oh, bring her in. As I came back in with her, I offered my obeisances and she offered her obeisances, putting her head down on the floor. Prabhupada was beaming. For 10 minutes, they talked in total accord about Christianity and Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada would say something about our philosophy and she would say, yes, Prabhupada, and Jesus said. Prabhupada would say, yes, and Krishna said. Then she said, Prabhupada, I am so grateful to have met you. I appreciate this connection and I don't want to take any more of your time. I know you have a lot to do, so may I take leave now? Prabhupada said, yes, thank you very much. Then he looked at me and said, give her this garland. He had his garland on his desk. The nun offered her obeisances again, and as she was coming up, I gave her the garland. It was beautiful to see the interchange. Many times I saw Prabhupada have interfaith dialogues in that way. He could see a person's heart and would find a way to see the similarities of the faiths. However, if he saw a person who was not following his or her own faith, sometimes he would be strong with that person. But for someone sincere, Prabhupada would find a way to see similarities rather than differences. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.